Messi is a player who plays for Ligue 1 club PSG and signed in 2021. The Argentine forward has scored 793 goals in his career in 1,003 games, which means he scores a goal every 104 minutes. This is better than Ronaldo, who has 819 in 1145, meaning he scores a goal every 113 minutes. With 40 trophies since his Catalan debut in 2003, he is widely known as the best in the world. But where did it start? He was born on the 24th of June in 1987 in Rosario, Santa Fe. He joined a club he was a fan of when he was 6, Newell's Old Boys, where he scored an outstanding 500 goals for the club. He had family in Catalonia, so he got a trial there in 2000. After a year at the Barcelona Youth Academy, he was enrolled in the Royal Spanish Football Federation. Messi became an integral part of the Baby Dream team, a Barcelona youth team that was their greatest ever. In his first full season 2002 to 2003, he was top scorer with 36 in only 30 games for Cadiz. This team also won a treble, winning the league, Spanish Cup and Catalan Cup. Messi suffered a cheekbone injury during a league match, but was able to start in a game with a plastic protector. He scored 2 goals in 10 minutes before he was substituted off. He was rapidly progressing through the youth ranks, debuting for 5 different youth teams in one season, which broke a record. He got player of the tournament with Juveniles B in a pre-season tournament, and after playing one official game for them, he got promoted to their A team. He scored 18 goals in 11 league matches for them, and during the international break was called up to the first team to strengthen them. At only 16 years, 4 months and 23 days, Messi had made his first team debut against Jose Mourinho's Porto in a friendly at the 75th minute. He created 2 chances and had gotten a shot on target, which impressed the staff, allowing him to train with the Barcelona B team and weekly with the first team. After seeing him, Brazilian star Ronaldinho said that Messi would be better than he was. These two became friends, with Ronaldinho calling him little brother. To play for longer, Messi joined the Barcelona C team while still in Juveniles A and played a game for the third team on the 29th of November. He played a key role in stopping their relegation of the Tercera División with 5 goals in 10 games for the Argentina youngster, even getting a hat-trick in the Copa del Rey while being man-marked by Sergio Ramos. Messi's skill allowed him to sign a professional contract on the 4th of February 2004, which would last till 2012 and had a buyout clause of 30 million euros. After just a month, he debuted for Barcelona B, and this increased to 80 million. In the 5 games played for the B team, Messi did not score and was physically weaker than many of his opponents. Messi was a guaranteed starter for the B team, scoring 6 in 17 appearances. He had only played 1 game for the senior team, but senior players asked him to promote the star, and since Ronaldinho was at the club, Messi moved to playing on the right wing. Messi made his debut in the league against Espanyol on the 16th of October, and at 17 years old, 3 months and 22 days, he was the youngest ever to represent Barcelona in an official competition. He was a substitute and played 244 minutes in 9 games for the team, including a Champions League game. He scored his first senior goal on the 1st of May 2005. For the national team, Messi made his senior debut on the 17th of August 2005 against Hungary. He came on in the 63rd minute but got subbed off 2 minutes later after elbowing the opposition player. He was found weeping in the changing rooms after this and returned in their World Cup qualifier game on September 3rd, which they lost. He watched the first game of the 2006 World Cup on the bench, but played in the 6-0 win against Serbia and Montenegro and scored a goal for the team. On the 24th of June, which was his 18th birthday, he signed to become a first-team player, signed till 2010, which was less than his old contract, but had a buyout clause of 150 million euros. Capello's Juventus offered to loan him, while Inter Milan were offered to pay 150 million to sign him. But Messi wanted to stay. In September, his contract was updated and extended to 2014. Due to legal status in the Royal Spanish Football Federation, Messi couldn't play his first La Liga game. But on the 26th of September, he got his citizenship and was eligible to play. He had the number 19 shirt and established himself as the first-choice winger. He played many important games, like playing El Clasico on the 19th of November and the UCL round of 16 against Chelsea. He scored 8 in 25 games, including 1 in the Champions League. His season ended in the second leg against Chelsea due to a hamstring. Messi couldn't make it in time for the Champions League final, which Barcelona won. Messi showed he was one of the best from 2006 to 2007, but was very injury-prone. With a 3-month injury, 11 of Messi's 14 goals came in the last 13, and one was a hat-trick against Real Madrid, the first player to do so in 12 years. This ended in a 3-3 draw. Messi was compared to Maradona, and this went further when he replicated 2 of his most famous goals in 7 weeks, including one in the Copa del Rey semi-final, which led to one of the most famous commentary moments of all time. Ronaldinho lost form, making Messi the star player, called the Messiah. He got third in the 2007 Ballon d'Or, behind Ronaldo and the winner Kaká. He got 16 goals in 2006 to 2007, where another injury came. He returned and got a brace against Celtic, and had 6 goals at the time in the Champions League, making him top scorer at that point. He was re-injured for the second leg. 2008 to 2009 was a great season for Messi. He got the number 10 shirt and signed a new contract earning almost $8 million a year. Between 2006 to 2008, he had 8 months worth of injuries. To stop this, the club acted differently with personal physiotherapists, and this worked as Messi was virtually uninjured for the next 4 years. Messi scored 38 goals in 51 games under Pep Guardiola, and then won the double after a 4-1 win over Bilbao in the Copa del Rey. 23 league goals helped them to the league win, with 9 goals in the Champions League. He made them champions of Europe, earning them a historic treble. This wasn't the best, however, as he won the sextuple, which earned him the Ballon d'Or and FIFA Player of the Year. However, they couldn't always be this good, with a round of 16 loss against Sevilla in the Copa del Rey round of 16, with 34 goals in the league and 8 goals in the Champions League, and only 1 loss in La Liga. Messi won the European Golden Shoe. Messi got the first trophy of the next season by winning the Supercopa de España. He then beat rivals Real Madrid 5-0. Barcelona went on to win 16 league games in a row. 4 El Clásicos were played in 18 days, a league game, which was a draw, a Copa del Rey final, which was a loss, and the 2 legs of the Champions League, which got Barcelona to the final. They won another La Liga title, and Messi had 53 goals and 18 assists in the league. 2012 was a record-breaking year. Messi had scored an amazing 91 goals in 2012, and they won a Copa del Rey, but lost the league to Madrid and UCL to eventual winners Chelsea. Barcelona secured their La Liga title by the start of 2013, and equaled 100 points in a season by Madrid. In the second half of this season, they didn't play as well, but with a 4-0 comeback in the second leg against Milan, with Messi getting 2 goals and an assist. Messi signed a new contract on 7th February, which signed him till 2018, and first wore the captain's armband on the 17th of March against Valencia. Injuries still haunted Messi, as hamstring injuries ruined him, resulting in a 7-0 aggregate loss against Bayern. This also ruined a goal-scoring streak of 21 in the league, and he had scored 33 by them. He was the first to win the Golden Shoe 3 times, and got second in the Ballon d'Or. This season ended without a major trophy, however, with a final loss and a league loss to Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid respectively. At the 2014 World Cup, doubts were on his form due to an underwhelming season, but these were instantly gone after 4 man-of-the-match performances in a row. He captained the side in a 2-1 win over Bosnia and forced an own goal. He scored an injury-time goal to qualify them for the RO16. He also scored 2 against Nigeria in a 3-2 win to make them first in the group. He assisted a late goal in their 1-0 round of 16 win over Switzerland, and played in the 1-0 quarter-final game against Belgium. Argentina made their first semi-final since 1990 and beat the Netherlands on penalties to secure their place in the final, with Messi scoring. This was a repeat of the 1990 final with Maradona against Germany. This game went to extra time with an 113th minute winner by substitute Mario Götze, heartbreaking for Argentina. Messi got golden ball at the tournament and was 3rd highest goal scorer. Messi had another final appearance in the form of the 2015 Copa America, which was in Chile. Messi scored 1 in the whole tournament, and the final went to penalties, which was a 4-1 loss for Argentina, another heartbreak. In 2016, he made it to another final, another Copa America, which made them lose to Chile on penalties again, leading to Messi's international retirement. However, he came back due to fans petitioning, and we can see now that was a good decision. Back in Barcelona, there was a lot of domestic success for Messi, scoring twice in a 5-4 victory in the UEFA Super Cup against Sevilla. He was the youngest player to get to 100 UCL appearances, and capped off 2015 winning the Club World Cup, his 5th trophy of 2015. Messi had won his 5th Ballon d'Or this year, which was a record. He scored in a hat-trick in the semi-final against Valencia in a 7-0 first leg win. Messi assisted Suarez from a penalty against Celta Vigo, which people called smart. His 300th league goal came against Sporting de Gijón on the 17th of February. Messi scored 2 goals against Arsenal in the Champions League round of 16, and the second was Barcelona's 10,000th in official competitions. He got his 500th goal for club and country against Valencia in a 2-1 loss. He set up both goals in a 2-0 final win over Sevilla in Copa del Rey. Messi started the season off well with a 2016 Supercopa de España win as captain and scored a hat-trick in his first Champions League game back, his first of the season. A week later, he got a groin injury and was out for 3 weeks. Messi scored a record 54 group stage goals in the Champions League, held by Raúl. He scored 51 goals that year, one ahead of Zlatan. He got second in the 2016 Ballon d'Or, behind Ronaldo, which repeated in 2017 as he got second in Men's Player of the Year. He then scored against a record 35 La Liga opponents, tied with Raúl, and then also became top free kick scorer, beating Koeman. His stoppage time winner against Madrid was his 500th, which saw his iconic shirt celebration. He set up a goal and scored one in the Copa del Rey final, which ended in a win. Messi lost the Supercopa de España the following year and scored his 24th official goal in El Clásico, or 25th overall. He also scored 97 goals in the Champions League and 100 in all UEFA competitions, in less appearances than Cristiano Ronaldo. He also scored his 100th Champions League goal the same season against Chelsea. This was followed by a 5-0 Copa del Rey final win and a win in La Liga after a 43 unbeaten streak, which was the longest in La Liga history. This came to a record 5 golden boots. The next year, the departure of Iniesta allowed Messi to become captain and won his first trophy as captain on August 12th in the form of the Supercopa de España, following a 2-1 win over Sevilla. He then scored Barcelona's 6,000th in La Liga and a hat-trick in the Champions League against PSV, with the most in the competition at 8. Messi scored his 400th La Liga goal in his 435th for the club, the first to get to this tally. He scored his 50th hat-trick on the 23rd of February. Messi came off the bench and scored in a 1-0 win over Levante, which made Barcelona win the tournament. He scored twice in the 3-0 win over Liverpool, but then lost 4-0 in the second leg. He got the most scorer awards in La Liga this season, tied with Zara. He got his 6th golden boot and 3rd in a row. At the start of the next season, Messi got an injury, so he missed their preseason tour, but a chipped goal 2 weeks later against Betis would get him nominated for a Puxes. He got another injury, making him miss the start of the season, and only came back on the 17th of September. He scored his 34th hat-trick of La Liga, equalizing Ronaldo's top-flight record, right after scoring 2 more goals than him at club level. In the same season, he was the first to score in 15 Champions League seasons in a row. On the 27th of November, he made his 700th appearance for Barcelona and then got his record 6th Ballon d'Or. He scored a record 35th hat-trick in La Liga and the first to score 20 or more in 12 La Liga seasons. He ended the season as top goal scorer and top assister. In 2020, he showed his desire to leave Barcelona, but Barcelona said they wanted to build a team around him, but said he could leave if someone paid his $700 million buyout clause. But he also could terminate his contract. Messi told Goal that he would stay Barcelona till his contract ends. He criticized the club again after talking about Suarez's departure, saying nothing surprises him anymore. He became the first player to score in 16 consecutive Champions League seasons. After scoring in a game, he showed a Newell's Old Boy shirt in tribute to Maradona. Messi got 3rd in Men's Player of the Year. He scored his 644th goal to score the most goals for a single club. Budweiser sent a beer to every keeper he scored against to celebrate the achievement. Messi got sent off for the first time in his club career for violent conduct, which was reviewed by VAR. He made the most appearances for the club with 768, passing Xavi. He also won the Copa del Rey this season and broke Gerd Muller's goal of 30-plus goals in 12 seasons in a row. Messi had now become a free agent, and even though there were negotiations, he decided he won't be staying at the club. Not much happened internationally for Messi, as they got France in the round of 16 at the World Cup, who they lost to. He was the first to score in his teens, 20s and 30s at the World Cup, Messi was included in the shortlist for the 2019 Copa America, where they lost to Brazil in the semifinals. Messi critiqued the refereeing in this game, but they got third place after beating Chile with Messi assisting Agüero. 2021 was a much better tournament for Messi as he reached the most appearances for Argentina, got 3 goals and 3 assists, and won the whole tournament after a 1-0 victory. After years of hurt, Messi now had signed for PSG in a deal till 2023. He wore the number 30. Just like in his teen years at Barcelona, his first goal was in the UCL against Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, and on the 21st of November he scored his first Ligue 1 goal. This year he won his 7th Ballon d'Or. This was the first time he didn't end a season in double digits, scoring only 6 goals. In 2022, he started to regain form. He hadn't got nominated for the Ballon d'Or for the first time since 2005 due to poor form. Messi got a long-range assist to Mbappe, clocked at 8 seconds. This was the second fastest ever scored in Ligue 1. He now has more goals this season than the last already, with 11 in just 18. However, this wasn't the best thing that happened for Messi as the World Cup started. Argentina were on a 36-game unbeaten streak and were seen as the favorites. He scored a penalty first against Saudi in a 2-1 loss. He then scored against Mexico and assisted Enzo Fernandez in a 2-0 win. He scored and assisted a goal against the Netherlands in a 2-2 penalty win for the country. Messi had also become the most capped male South American player. Messi scored a penalty in the semi-final against Croatia and also assisted Julian Alvarez's goal in a 3-0 win. He became the Argentina all-time top scorer at World Cup games. Argentina made it to the final, and Messi said it'd be his final World Cup appearance. Messi opened the game with a penalty, and it was 2-0 at the 80th minute. However, PSG teammate Mbappe scored 2 goals within 2 minutes, making it go to extra time. Messi scored again to make it 3-2, but Mbappe scored again to make it 3-3. It went to penalties, which Messi scored in, and Argentina then won. Messi had finally won his World Cup and made his legacy live on for time. He got the Golden Ball for the tournament, making him the first ever to get 2 Golden Balls at one tournament. He overtook Matthäus with most appearances at the World Cup and Peel with the most goal contributions. Messi didn't retire from the national team as he said he wanted to play as a champion. He is now solidified as one of the greatest of all time, and the debate rages on with Ronaldo and Messi, but he doesn't care. He is a World Cup winner. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like the video.